Ahoy and welcome back to my playthrough of Sam Max Beyond the Alley of Dolls.
Hey, Flint.
I can't grab now, Sam. I gotta keep my peepers on Miss Congeniality here, in case she tries to make another break for it.
Grandpa?
Don't you have an alleged birthday party to tend to?
Yeah, about that. Why do you think we're lying about your party?
Yeah, it's gonna be bitchin'.
Because that stain on the stinky name has never done a kind thing for me in her entire life.
You're really gonna love the birthday cake we made.
I'll believe it when I see it. The ingredients for my favorite cake are so rare that I haven't eaten a bite of it in years.
How goes the siege?
I'm just picking off a few of the stragglers now. Thought you could get away, did you?
Well, we're off to plan your party. Don't go anywhere.
I'll get my fancy tuxedo ready.
The dame was a symphony of ice and sarcasm. I was the out-of-tune sax player trying to horn in on her action. The rabbit listened to the music and wondered if he tuned into the wrong station.
Wow, Flint even thinks in barely applicable metaphors.
Shaka. His mind blown.
A party? A likely story. Still, it'd be nice to get a slice of upside-down Uzbekian blood cake surprise.
I can't believe I need Flomo and the Bean to get me out of here.
And I can't believe that Stinky keeps coming up with insulting nicknames for us in her head.
Even though they're on a toy-stealing mission that'll no doubt bring about the end of the world, it makes me proud to see my clones going about their labor so diligently.
Sam?
Whoops! Is it me, or does Lady Liberty look a little off?
I'm sure she's had some work done, but come on! What 230-year-old public figure hasn't had a butt tuck or two? Hey, Dogglegangers! It's me, Max! I'm in this warehouse with all sorts of juicy psychic toys.
Toys! 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 Toys? Sal!
Sam and Max, what brings you guys down to the warehouse district?
All the usual. Mystery, intrigue.
The roar of the grease paint, the smell of the crowd.
So you gave up your cushy job at the museum for this?
You bet. That museum gig was getting dangerous. What with all the fires, the slimy tentacles, and the gorilla pummelings. I'm just not cut out for a life of excitement like that.
What exactly are you doing out here anyway?
I've got a great job stacking crates. Doesn't pay much, but it's way less violent. At least it was until those guys came along.
What's in those crates?
Beats me. As long as there's nothing in these babies that keep me from stacking them, I could give a Junebug's behind about what's in them, you know?
How are you coping with all these Sam clones?
Is that what they are? I thought they might be some of your skinnier, less inhibited cousins from over in the village.
So my clones haven't been hassling you?
A little, but I don't seem to have whatever it is they're looking for.
Hey, Sal, you're a pretty mean chef, right?
I know my way around a lemon zester, yeah. What about it?
We really need someone to bake a birthday cake, pronto.
Sure, I could probably take a break and whip one up. What kind of cake you guys looking for?
An Uzbekian upside-down blood cake surprise?
Ooh, that's gonna be a tall order, Sam.
Don't you know how to make it?
Oh, I know how to make it all right. Any confectioner worth his icing sack knows how to make that bad boy. It's just that the ingredients are really hard to come by.
Don't worry about that. Sal and I live to hunt down obscure ingredients or similarly named alternatives.
It's not just the ingredients, though. It literally takes a month to bake an Uzbekian upside-down blood cake surprise. If you want it tonight, you're just SOL. Sorry.
Well, can you at least tell us what it looks like in case we run into it in a dark alley someplace?
I can do better than that. I'll draw you a picture. Voila!
Impressive!
I minored in chalk drawing at the Bilderberg Academy for the Culinary and Visual Arts.
Stack on, good buddy.
You know it, Sam.
I really like Sal, Sam. It'd be a shame if he got sucked into the undertow of the mayhem and destruction that follows us around like an awestruck teenager.
What the hell are you talking about, Max?
Ooh, this'll be as easy as taking cake from a baby.
I think that's candy. Looks like my clones have already picked this pile of junk clean. Happy birthday, Grandpa Stinky!
Is that?
One upside-down Uzbekian blood cake surprise.
The blood looks right, but let's see if it's got the surprise. An Uzbekian flensing knife! The secret ingredient the Mongols used in all their cakes!
Now do you believe me?
The tasty cake. This beautiful knife. You two really were planning a birthday party, weren't you? Ooh, I've got to go try this puppy out on some doggies. All right, you furry trespassers. Make way for Daddy!
There's only one thing I don't understand. Why does Sam call you my queen in his letter?
Oh, because Sam and I have been carrying on a torrid love affair for years. Is that right, hon? Meet me at the place. No, the other place.
I don't know what kind of game you're playing here, Sam, but now that I've seen you and Stinky smooching, all I really want to do is climb into a bottle and wipe out a few brain cells.
You know, Sam, that whole stinky kissing thing kind of made me wish for the sweet release of death, too.
I know, little buddy, but it'll be worth it if we can track Stinky to the real Mr. S who's controlling all these Sam clones. Do you still remember Stinky's cell phone number?
Do I? It spells out my second favorite bodily excretion.
don't think I want to see what Grandpa Stinky's doing in there.
Ah, there you are, Mr. S.
Stinky, my queen.
I would have gotten here sooner, but the old fool and his Seamus wouldn't let me leave. We've got to get rid of them once and for all.
Do we have to? Killing seems so deadly.
Trust me, sweetie. It's the only way to get everything we want.
Oh, baby.
Okay, that's quite enough of that.
It's Droopy and Stitch.
Sam and Max.
What are you doing down here?
We were about to ask you the same question.
We were? I was gonna ask about biological compatibility issues.
All right, fine. There's no point in denying it any longer. This is where Sal and I meet to revel in our forbidden love.
Yeah, the forbidden love thing. Not where we meet to discuss getting rid of our evil grandpa Stinky. Ah!
Right, just the forbidden love.
Really? Then how do you explain that?
Whoa.
Where'd those come from? Yes, Master.
Sam, what just happened?
Well, on the upside, it looks like neither Stinky nor her chitinous boyfriend are the master of these Samuelites. On the downside, it appears that our icky and potentially murderous loverbirds are under the psychic thrall of our mysterious fiend.
Man, I wouldn't want to be the master when Stinky snaps out of it. She straight up hates thralls.
Sal?
Sal's not really here right now, guys. Only the, what do you call it? Indomitable will of the Master.
The master's name is Will?
The Master wants you to know that half-assed wordplay won't get you any closer to revealing his identity.
Well, there goes 90% of our repertoire. Stinky?
There is no stinky worm, only the unknowable will of the Master.
Yeah, can't say I'm loving the new attitude, Stinky.
Then again, we really didn't love the old attitude either. Check it out, Max. Cart tracks.
Maybe there's gold at the end of this tunnel, or rare deposits of Cantgetium.
You're a strange little imp, Max.
Are we there yet? We've been walking for nearly a decameter.
I love your wacky made-up units of measurement, Max. Wait a minute. There's a light up ahead.
Bosco Tech?
Shh. Something weird is going on.
Weird by our standards or everyone else's?
Mr. Molman, please concentrate. Without your assistance, we'll never be able to contact Dr. Momma Bosco.
No, we won't. You don't know what you're doing.
Harry, you're alive.
Don't sound so disappointed.
Aw, don't be that way, Harry.
You cheated me out of millions of dollars and trapped me in a killer sauna. How should I be?
Sadder but wiser?
What do you know about these scary
But dashing.
toy-stealing Sams?
Nothing.
You sure you want to stick with that answer?
Yeah, isn't that your tunnel that connects directly to the big old cloning facility?
That old thing? I haven't been down there in months. After Momma Bosco started using it to store crate loads of high-tech equipment, it kind of lost its rustic charm.
Think he's telling the truth?
Probably. Harry doesn't have the brains, brawn, or all-around competence to pull off a scheme like this.
You know, I am standing right here.
What sorts of high-tech equipment was Momma Bosco storing in your hole?
How should I know? She never tells me anything.
How'd you get out of Skunk Ape's ship?
I'm glad you asked. My incredible adventure began when I discovered a small crack in the back of my
On
cell.
second thought, never mind.
What happened to Momma Bosco?
I don't know. When I returned to the lab after my harrowing adventures on Skunkapi's ship, she was acting strange.
Strange?
Yes. She was distracted and wafted about the facility with an agitated nervousness that one would normally associate with a guilty conscience.
You got all that from the way she was wafting?
Well, that, and she gasped, "Oh no, it's all my fault," before she floated out of the building. No one's seen her since.
So you don't know where Momma Bosco is?
Not a clue. That's why we're trying to hold a seance, to compel her to return.
What's with the seance?
Super Dense over there wants to summon Dr. Bosco back to the lab for questioning, but he doesn't know what he's doing.
How so?
It's so obvious that he can't make contact with the spirit realms. I mean, he can't even get in touch with my recently deceased relatives.
Why don't you tell us about those recently departed relatives?
Sorry, Sam, the memory's too fresh.
Fair enough. Hang in there, Harry.
Do I have a choice?
Superball.
Mr. President, you're alive. I'm overjoyed.
I can tell.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, why aren't you back at the White House keeping that backstabbing Secretary of Health and Human Services away from my Cuban cigars?
I'm here to investigate the rampaging Sam clones and their possible connection to the so-called Devil's Toy Box, sirs.
What a coinkydink. So are we.
Yes, sirs. Quite the coinkydink.
Hey, if you're here and I'm here, who's running the country right now?
I've taken the liberty of installing an amusing bobblehead figurine in the Oval Office. No one seems to have noticed.
A seance? That's not exactly in your bailiwick now, is it?
Okay, I'm just gonna stand right over here until I can shake off the memory of you saying bailiwick.
You are sadly correct, sir. As a medium, I'm more of an extra small. But it's desperately important that we make contact with the missing Dr. Momma Bosco.
Why?
I would think it's obvious, sir. The Sam clones. Her hands are all over them.
Ew.
Figuratively, sir.
Oh, that's better. Are you going to take another shot at summoning Dr. Momma Bosco?
Actually, sirs, I was thinking of leaving it to someone who specializes in weirdness.
Larry King is here?
I think he was talking about us.
Oh.
What happened to Momma Bosco?
I'm not certain, sirs. I came here to investigate reports of illegal cloning activity, only to find Dr. Momma Bosco missing. I'm conducting a seance to bring her in for questioning.
Do you know anything about these simulacra?
Gogglegangers.
According to the authorities, they're fanning out across the city in search of the remaining toys of power.
Remaining?
Yes, sirs. In the aftermath of the Salmon Mock incident, our crypto scientists estimate that there are only a few hundred TOPs extant, and they're scattered throughout the city.
What will happen once the Sam clones gather all the toys?
Nobody knows. A few experts believe that the person who created the clones will use the fully empowered Devil's Toy Box to psychically bring about a golden age of unity and harmony.
That'd be an unexpected twist.
But most of them concur that we'll likely be facing some sort of universal Armageddon scenario in which a horrific beast of unimaginable power reigns over the earth and the living envy the dead.
Stay loose, Superball.
I always do, sirs.
Gyroscopic inhibitor. I wonder if we'll ever find out what Momma Bosco's dimensional destabilizer does.
It's a device used to coerce a transient resonant integration pattern of the subquantum harmonic vibrational frequencies between this and adjoining dimensional membranes.
I wonder if we'll ever find out what this dimensional destabilizer does.
I hope it makes pie.
Oh, this is rich. You think that you have the spiritual chops to summon Momma Bosco?
Hey, Sam's got more spiritualism in his pinky than the love child of the Dalai Lama and Mother Teresa.
Actually, I don't think I have a pinky finger, Max.
Let's begin, sirs.
Ghoulies and imps from a Black Sabbath song.
Give us a signal by banging that gong!
Stupid Superball can't even contact Uncle Morty, and he's only been dead for a week.
Ghoulies and imps from a Black Sabbath song.
Give us a signal by banging that gong!
Psychic ventriloquism.
By banging that gong. Hello? The gong? Come on, guy. The spirits have moved on.
Sure they have. I knew you couldn't talk to the dead.
Better luck next time, sirs.
Whee!
Harry,
Please go away. Just the sight of you is a painful reminder of all those millions I gave up.
hang in there, Harry.
Do I have a choice?
Mind reading.
Stupid Superball can't even contact Uncle Morty, and he's only been dead for a week. Can we move this seance along? I have a midnight waxing in a couple of hours.
Hey, Max, look. Momma Bosco changed her number.
In the last 24 hours? Huh, being dead must be making her paranoid.
That doesn't even make the top 20 list of creepy things we've seen in the last 2 days. I'm not opening that. The last time we rifled through Momma Bosco's closet of spooky ghost clothes, Max got ectoplasm all over himself.
Superball! How's it hanging, buddy?
I'm afraid that's classified, sirs.
I missed him.
Stay loose, Superball.
I always do, sirs.
Again? You're lucky I got nothing better to do tonight.
Yeah, since your social calendar is usually so packed with nightclubs and supermodels.
Very cutting, sir. Shall we begin?
Okay, how about this? Coffin-bound specters with bleaching white bones.
Reach out and touch us by ringing our phones.
Psychic ventriloquism.
Waiting by the phone here, spirits.
This seance is scary. Somebody please hold me.
Very funny, Mr. President. Perhaps we should concentrate on the task at hand.
Whoa, tough room.
I believe! Spirits of the underworld, speak to me!
I didn't say that.
Okay, how about this? Coffin-bound specters with bleaching white bones.
Reach out and touch us by ringing our phones.
Waiting by the phone here, spirits. Whoa, tough room. Let's try another one. Float like Superball.
Perhaps we should concentrate on the task at hand.
Ghoul.
Right. What a shamockery.
Perhaps you could work together to concoct a more convincing seance.
We were just getting around to doing that.
It's a box of useless junk.
Or is it?
No, it's pretty much useless. You're not going trash diving again, are you?
Nah, I think this here well's done tapped out, Cletus.
Mind reading.
La-di-da, waiting for the master's orders. La-di-da-da.
I'm not sure whether it's comforting or creepy as hell that Sal's still a good-natured bohunk even when he's enthralled.
Trying to read my slave's mind? How rude.
Ow!
Teleportation.
Harry!
Please go away. Just the sight of you is a painful reminder of all those millions I gave up.
Hang in there, Harry.
Do I have a choice?
Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. You should like, comment, and subscribe.